Today we're gonna talk about what most people miss when they look at Bitcoin dominance and how you can use this metric to identify where we are in a current market cycle and whether it's good time to buy altcoins or it's better to hold BTC. Hello guys, welcome to the new video. My name is Željko and I guess that you're all excited about the recent pump we saw in the market. Today we're gonna discuss one more tool that can help you to identify whether it's a good time to buy altcoins or maybe it's a better option to buy Bitcoin or even stay in fiat. Bitcoin dominance represents the percentage of the total cryptocurrency market capitalization that is held by Bitcoin. It's calculated by dividing the market cap of Bitcoin by the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies. So if we go on a coin market cap, we can see that the current total market cap of Bitcoin is around 400 billion, and we can see that the total cryptocurrency market cap is just under 1 trillion. And when we divide these two numbers, we get that the Bitcoin dominance is 41.1%. So if we take a look on the charts, we can see Bitcoin dominance here and we can see the logarithmic price of Bitcoin over time. I already drew some things through which I want to go later. So if you scroll back through time at 2015-2016, you can see that the Bitcoin dominance was even 99-98%. And then in 2017 we had a big ICO boom phase where we got to 36.5 Bitcoin dominance due to huge interest in altcoins from both retail and institutions, and everyone was looking for 100x opportunities. This was pretty much the lowest Bitcoin dominance in the history if we go forward. And after that we had a period where people pretty much lost belief in altcoins due to many frauds and situations where the projects got funded just based on the ideas and pretty much they never got executed. So the Bitcoin dominance grew even up to 70%. Then during the time of the accumulation phase we saw a decrease to 58%, and then developers continued building, but we still didn't have good belief in altcoins pretty much, and we returned to 70% where we pretty much started. During that time we had many good positive news for Bitcoin, an increase in price to 32k, and that's pretty much the period where people started gaining trust back, and it's the time when people started investing in altcoins again. And we continued rallying up in price, as you can see, and people started investing in altcoins more and more, and we pretty much ended up in the consolidation phase in a range between 40 and 49% of Bitcoin dominance. Now everyone is talking how Bitcoin's dominance is on a constant decline, but that's not actually the truth. If you just look at it as a number, as a percentage, it's true that it's going slowly down, but let's take other factors into consideration as well, okay? When you look into this chart, you can see Bitcoin dominance, you can see Ethereum dominance, altcoin dominance, and you might be wondering why I separated Ethereum from other alts. It's because it behaves differently due to recent merge and now Shanghai upgrade that should occur in the next 2 to 3 months. So if you zoom out, you can see that the Bitcoin dominance is slowly decreasing over time, but if you compare it with altcoin dominance is decreasing even more. The only one which is pretty much consistent is Ethereum. So you might be wondering where all this money is going. It's pretty much going into the stable coins. As you can see, during this period of market consolidation, the majority of money moved to stable coins. And what we can see in the last few days, market started pushing up, and the money is moving from stable coins to Bitcoin, to Ethereum, to altcoins pretty heavily. You can see that here, around the second double top, Bitcoin dominance started decreasing a bit earlier, altcoins and Ethereum started decreasing a bit later, and we could see a huge spike in the amount of stable coins that we had in the market. And now, if you look at the current time, we can see that the stable coins started decreasing heavily, while we can see an increase in Ethereum, altcoins and Bitcoin pretty heavily. So I wanted to show you one more thing. If we exclude stable coins from the Bitcoin dominance, for example, from the Ethereum dominance and from the altcoin dominance, we can see a huge increase and we can see completely different trend. For example, if you look at the Bitcoin dominance, it is actually going slowly up. So the main reason why we have a perspective that is going down is because of the stable coins. If you look on the Ethereum and altcoins as well, you can see that their dominance is higher as well, but pretty much you can see that the Bitcoin difference is much higher than for the altcoins and Ethereum, and that pretty much shows that Bitcoin is actually outpacing altcoins. And it's one of the things that I'm always saying when we are in a consolidation phase and when we are starting the bull run, Bitcoin dominance always goes up first, and that's what I'm saying now. So there are 4 possible scenarios when it comes to the Bitcoin price and dominance in comparison to altcoins. Let's go through each of them. So the first one would be when the Bitcoin price is going up and the Bitcoin dominance is going up as well. And if you look into the charts, you can see that this usually happens at the start of each bull run or some kind of relief valley. So it's pretty much how things start. You can see it by looking at the previous bull run as well. So previous bull run was a little bit different, but it would pretty much be this phase when the Bitcoin dominance increased to some point, and we could already see a fast decrease due to ICO phase. During that time, altcoin dominance is usually decreasing or it's in some kind of stagnation phase. So if you look at the previous bull run, we can see that the Ethereum is decreasing. We don't have like accumulated data for other alts. And if we take a look at the current bull run, we can see that the altcoin dominance is decreasing sharply while Ethereum is pretty much in stagnation. The second case, which usually comes right after the first one, is when the Bitcoin price continued rallying up and the Bitcoin dominance usually starts sharply decreasing, and it usually comes after the people start understanding that we are taking off and they start investing more aggressively in altcoins. So this usually happens at the peaks of the bull market because people are moving from Bitcoin to altcoins, as you can see here, due to the positive narrative and looking for the larger returns. This is also often called an altcoin season, and it's often the period when people can get the most returns. So you can see this situation, for example, in the previous bull market. You can see that the Bitcoin dominance is decreasing sharply, altcoins are increasing, Ethereum as well pretty much. The third case, which most often occurs right after the second one, is when the Bitcoin price is going down and the Bitcoin dominance is increasing, as you can see here. And it usually happens when we change the market trend and people still don't get it. So as you can see, this occurs mainly in a bear market since people are looking to hedge their assets. So the previous bull market was a little bit different because we had a double top, but we can see that this is repeating at this period as well. So we can see the price decreasing and we can see Bitcoin dominance increasing here. The fourth and last one is when we can see that the Bitcoin dominance is slowly decreasing over time and Bitcoin price as well. You can see it here and you can see it here. And it's usually when people understand that we are deeply in a bear market and they want to hedge their assets, and that's the period when they go in fiat mainly. The situation today is a little bit different because many retail investors realize that return on investment of altcoins is much higher than Bitcoin. Even Ethereum, which is like a blue chip altcoin, which gave us 60x returns in a previous bull market in comparison to Bitcoin, which gave us only 20x. So in this bear market, I think that people started investing in altcoins a little bit earlier, which will lead to the two things. First thing is that once we get to the market bottom, we won't have such a big retracement of altcoins as we had in the past, and just because of that we're gonna see slightly diminished returns as well. I also expect alt season to start much earlier in the accumulation phase than we had in the previous cycles. So what I see that can happen is something like this. If we continue rallying up, I expect that the Bitcoin dominance will slightly go up as well. But if we see a pullback in price with testing a support and holding it, I expect that a lot of people will transition to altcoins during that time. So currently I feel that the Bitcoin is the best place to go, since I don't believe that we're gonna get to a new all-time highs anywhere soon. So I either believe that we're gonna have a relief valley and come down again, and that would be a good moment to massively accumulate alts, since the BTC dominance would skyrocket and then start going down. The second scenario would be a fake out to liquidate shorts and then come back down, where again we would see a sharp incline in BTC dominance. The only scenario where you would be in a slightly losing position if you buy BTC in comparison to alts would be if we continue going up, since we might have altcoin season much earlier, but still it's very doubtful if we gonna see a bigger spike in alts or Bitcoin, unless this is already a bull market, which again I doubt. So I think that being in a BTC for now is much safer option. One of the things that affect Bitcoin's dominance is that there is more and more currencies on the market. Currently we are sitting at over 22k different tokens, which is a big spike in the last few years. Logically, this offers more opportunities to investors, and they're investing in many different projects, which leads to further market segmentation and lower BTC dominance. The second thing to consider is that markets looks at the market cap of different coins, and since the market cap is a multiplier of coins in circulation and the price of the token, liquidity becomes an issue. If someone would decide to sell a large number of tokens at the same price, it's very unlikely that he would be able to do it. Anyway, since we are in an uncertain situation in the market, make sure to hedge yourself and take profits in every scenario. So since we broke 200 moving average, and if it tests support, don't stay left behind, but don't go all in either. Thank you for watching this video. Please comment below what's your current strategy, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you and have a great day. Bye. Do not try to maximize profits. Trying to maximize profits will often lead to taking zero profits at all, or even taking big losses. Be prepared for any scenario that can occur and take small consistent profits with every opportunity.